Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying out new makeup from The Body Shop for the first time ever. I've never ever tried makeup from The Body Shop, but before we get into that, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, like and comment on this video, and of course to join my giveaway. So let's get into this full face of Body Shop makeup. I have all of the makeup right here now if you guys want to know details like the price, why I got it, full name of the product. I actually did an entire haul video on all of this, so I'll just link it down below. As you guys can see, there is nothing on my face except for my brows because I did not buy a brow product because they were kind of pricey, so I just didn't go for that. So let's start off with my base. I'm going to be using this cutie right here. This is the 26 Matte Clay Full Coverage Concealer. Now, I didn't get foundation because my everyday look just has concealer and powder, so that's what I'm gonna go for today. So this is how the shade looks like. I actually got my exact shade. I didn't go a shade lighter, which is what I usually do for concealer, but for this one I decided to go with my actual shade because I feel like it would be better to use my actual color as a foundation versus a lighter one, you know. I'm gonna apply this one with my finger, so I'm just warming it up, and then I'm gonna put it on my under eyes. And for this I'm using my ring finger because this is the gentlest finger you can use. Let's see if it really will cover things up. Wow, that looks way lighter than my skin tone. You know what? Store lighting is so misleading. Okay, so now I feel like I got the wrong shade, but you know what? We're just gonna make it work. Off the bat, I am loving the consistency of this. It's so creamy, it's so easy to blend out, and I actually see a lot of coverage, and it's also very buildable. I'm actually doing a second layer. These are the areas I usually put concealer. Usually it's my T-zone, and then I just spread it out from there. I'll just blend this out with a brush. Ooh, it's actually really easy to blend, and there's still coverage, which I think is really great, but I don't think it's full coverage. I mean, unless I put more layers. So it's actually really good that it's buildable. I'm actually liking how this is looking right now, and it feels really good. And it's kind of hard to believe that this is actually good for your skin. I basically put it all over my face at this point, but now I'm going to spot conceal on, well, a lot because I have been breaking out lately and it's not good. So I'm just gonna spot conceal all of those areas. Wow, I mean, there's a lot of pimples, so you guys can basically see where my pimples are at. Now I'm just going to blend this all out. Now when I am covering up pimples, I try to blend out around the pimple and not on top of it. I think a brush really helps, you know? Oh, there's one more here. Yikes. There's one more here. Wow, I'm just finding new pimples every day. Concealer is done, and so far I am okay with the concealer. I actually like the coverage of it. It's not too light, it's not super full coverage. I don't think they should call this full coverage because it looks more like a medium coverage. I mean, it didn't really cover up a lot, but it covered up enough. So it's more of an everyday type of concealer versus, you know, a super full coverage nighttime type of concealer. But you know what, I'm actually liking how it is on my skin, except for this nose area. For some reason it just doesn't look covered, and I think that's because my nose is the oiliest part of my face. But you know what, let's see. I'm just gonna wear it more and see. But so far it's okay. Like, it's not that bad, but it's also not amazing. I mean, for a natural product, I think it's pretty good. Next up is powder. This one is the 15 Kyoto Blossom Matte Clay Powder. Now this one I am very excited for because they said that this is one of their best-selling powders. So let's see. I'm just gonna take my RT 400 brush and just get a lot of powder. I don't know, I like doing this. I love putting a lot of powder on my brush and just brushing it on. I start with my under eyes. When I put powder, I usually start with my T-zone And then I just lightly go over the rest of my face. I don't know, I just feel like my T-zone needs the most powder because it's just the oiliest part of my face. So I usually concentrate on this area, and then whatever is left over ends up in the other parts of my face. This powder is actually really good. It really mattified my face. It even added coverage, and it set it really well and feels so good. It feels so light, and I actually really like this. I like it more than the concealer, which is surprising because I actually bought all this makeup because I wanted to try this concealer right here, but the combo of it is actually really good, and I love how it feels on my skin. Next up are these lipsticks. This is the Matte Lip Liquid, and this one is in the shade Windsor, and this one is in the shade Nairobi. Now, I didn't get blush or contour or anything because I don't know, they had blush, but I don't think they had contour, so I just thought it would be a great idea to use this one as blush and this one as contour. So you know what, let's see how this goes for me, because I'm not even a fan of cream contour, so I don't know how well this is gonna go, but I super want to try it. Just to be safe, I will dab this all over my hand, and then I will take a brush and use it as contour. So let's see how this will go. I'm gonna be using my RT 200 brush. I'm just gonna take that on the brush. I really hope this looks good as a contour, but if not, then you know, at least I tried. This doesn't look that bad. I think I'm actually doing really well right now. So it actually looks more like a blush. You know what, I'm gonna try for the other side. I'll put it straight on. Might be a mistake, but let's see. This might work out better for my life. Oh, and it is so pigmented. Uh-oh. Alright, so obviously the shade is too light for me to be a contour, but it looks really good as a blush, so I'm just going to blend this out. It actually doesn't look that bad. You know, this actually looks good as a contour. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty legit. So now I'm gonna try it on my nose. Now this one might be a bit tricky because I don't use liquid contour at all. This might look bad, but you know, let's see. This might be my new favorite. Oh, this one is not even straight, but you know what? That's okay. I am going to blend this one out. This one looks like a good brush to use. I hope I blend this out before it dries. Yeah, I should have thought of that. This actually dries down, so I hope this is not gonna be a permanent look on my nose right now. It's actually blending out really well. I feel like I need a bigger brush now. There we go. This brush is so good at blending out my cream contour. You know, this actually looks really good as a contour. As you guys can see, I really chiseled out my face and it looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna show you guys how the shade looks like. I forgot to show you guys earlier, but this is a very, very beautiful nude brownish type of shade. That's why I thought I could use it as contour, and I think I did it pretty well. I mean, my cheeks are carved out and so is my nose. So now I'm going to do my blush using the other color. This is the Nairobi Camellia color. So this one is more of a pinky color. So I'll just swatch it beside the brown one just so you can see. This is actually a beautiful old rose type of shade. So this is the Nairobi color. Wow, my swatches look really bad, but anyway, I'm just gonna apply it directly on my face because I feel like that's the most effective. This looks pretty bad now, but it's gonna look better in a minute. So I'm just going to blend this one out. Wow, it looks pretty good as a blush. I honestly did not expect this to work out so much because it just gives you such a beautiful pinky flush. So I'm just going to blend it more just so it looks more natural looking. This is actually a very beautiful pink. I'll also add a bit right here to get that drunk blush effect. Wow, this actually looks really good as a blush. It looks really natural and it blended out so well, and I just love how it feels on my skin. So now I'm gonna use it as lipstick because this is actually really a lipstick. I have Nairobi all over my lips and I think it's such a great color, very girly, but at the same time you can use it as an everyday type of color, so I think it's really great. It feels so good on my lips and it actually smells like bubblegum. It smells like bubblegum, which I don't know, I don't really smell this type of scent a lot, but maybe because they use natural products, that's why it smells like this. But yeah, I really like the lipsticks. I think it's great that you can use it as blush, as contour, or for anything else. You know, you can be really creative with things. I mean, just because it's lipstick, it doesn't mean that you have to use it as only lipstick, if you know what I mean. And I think this entire look ties so well together because the blush I put is the same color as my lips, so that's a good trick also. To use the lipstick as your blush because it really ties in the entire look. For the eyes, I have this Cypress Bronze eye color stick. Now, I really like eye color sticks because it's just so easy to use. Lately, that's what I've been going for. So this one is a beautiful bronzy type of shade. This is how the shade looks like. It's very goldy, bronzy type of look, and I'm really into that, so I'm just gonna color in my eyes. I feel like color sticks are an easy way to just do your eyes. I mean, look at that. I'm already halfway there, so I'm just going to fill in this entire lid. This actually feels really creamy and I really like that I don't feel like it's tugging on my eye. I know it looks a bit intense, so I'm gonna blend out the edges with this brush just so it looks better. Well, I hope I can blend it out with this brush. And this brush actually has some of that lipstick on it. Uh-oh, it's not blending out. Maybe I should use my finger. Uh-oh. I should have tested out the blendability before putting it directly on my eye. But I feel like I did... Okay, I actually see it. Okay, it's actually blending out, so it works better with your finger and not really a brush. So there we go. But you know what, since I already started using this brush on one side, I should do the same to this other side. I'm really loving how this eye look is turning out, but I'm gonna add a bit more of this on the center of my lid just so it just gets more pigmentation. Because I blended out a lot of it, but I still want it to look nice and shiny, so I'm just keeping it to the center of my lid. That is it for my eyes. I'm actually really loving this eye color stick. It's so good, so easy to use, it's so creamy, and it blends out so well, and I think the effect on my eyes, it looks really good. It's just one color, but depending on the light and where I put it, it looks like I put a lot of different colors on my eyes, but I really just put this one, and I think that's really great. And I think this is also transfer proof, so I swatched it right here, right? So I'm just gonna take my finger and put it on top, and it did not transfer, which I think is really great. So once this dries, I think it's gonna last on my eyes for a really long time, which I think is really good, especially since most of the eye crayons I've tried out, it ends up in my crease and it doesn't really dry down. It just stays creamy throughout the whole time, which is not really good because it really will sink into the creases of your eye, and that's just not gonna look good. But so far, this one looks really good. I think the formula is great. This is actually one of my favorite things. This is it. This is my finished look using the Body Shop makeup. I think it turned out really great. I'm really loving my look right now, and I love how easy it was for me to put this all together. And I really like that I used the lipstick as blush and as contour. I think I picked really good shades for that, and I just love this entire look, and I can't believe that these products are all natural, cruelty-free. It's just really good for you, and you can even create a really beautiful look and your skin is not gonna suffer, anything like that. Oh, also one of the reasons why I bought this concealer is because it has tea tree oil in the ingredients. Tea tree oil is such a good thing to put on pimples and everything, so you're not only covering up your pimples, you're actually getting rid of it at the same time. So because of that, I actually like the concealer more. Actually, everything I put on my face today, I've really come to like it. It feels so good on my skin. I don't feel any irritation or anything. I don't feel itchy, which I do usually feel when I put on makeup with a lot of different chemicals, but with this, wow, I feel like I can sleep with this makeup on. So overall, I am loving every single thing that I tried out today, but my favorites are definitely these two, the color stick and the lipstick. Speaking of lipstick, I think it's also transfer proof, so I'm gonna test it out. I think this already dried on my lips, so let's test out if it's actually transfer proof. Look at that! Nothing transferred. I love it. I love that I found a liquid lipstick that is long lasting, transfer proof, feels so good, feels so light on my lips, and it doesn't even emphasize the texture of my lips, which is my problem with most matte liquid lipsticks. But this one, wow, it feels so good and it looks really good. So definitely one of my favorites, this one and this one. Wow, and you know what, everything else. I am so pleasantly surprised that the Body Shop, of all places, a store that specializes in skincare, actually has really good makeup. So I'm so excited for this, and I can't wait to try out more from their brand. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below which product is your favorite, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys on my next one. Mwah!